What's up, my beater bros? Maine-iac here for November 3rd game picks and a little bit of spread predictions if I can get them right, which lately I've been struggling with, but I think I did pretty well yesterday. Congratulations, in all honesty, to the Warriors for the dominating win over the Spurs. And honestly, even though they lost, congratulations to the Los Angeles Lakers for taking it so close to the Trailblazers, even without any points scored from your star rookie, which is tough to do. Let's say Lonzo scored 4. You can't technically say they'd win, though, because that might be 4 points someone else didn't score. Great game from Kuzma overall as well. I like that team's potential. I think they just have a lot of growing curves to come over. Pretty soon they'll be competent, though. They might compete this year for a little bit. I mean, later in the season, and they might actually compete a lot sooner than that, but they'll definitely be competitive next year. Anyway, first game today. Close spread in this one. It's the Bucks at Pistons. Detroit's favored by 2. Pistons are 5-3. Bucks are 4-4. So it's a close game overall. Close game spread. Close game record-wise. I'm gonna have to go Pistons here. I'm gonna pick Pistons. I think they cover. I like what Giannis does, but I don't know if there's enough pieces around them. Detroit's playing great defense lately, so that is tough in its own. Then we have Bulls Magic. Magic are favored by 8. I believe they cover this easily. I honestly believe they win by at least 15. The Bulls are still suffering from injuries, suspensions, and stuff like that. Don't know how that's going to go eventually. Next game, we have Pacers at the 76ers. Oladipo and the Pacers are playing phenomenally. And the 76ers are also playing quite well. I think the Sixers win this one. But as if they cover the 4.5 point spread, I'm not quite sure. I think the Pacers keep it close, so I think the Sixers fail to cover the spread. I think it's going to be like a 2-3 point game, somewhere around there. It should be a close one. Next, we have the Cavs Wizards. It's sad here. The Wizards are favored by 3.5 points over the defending Eastern Conference champion Cavaliers, even though the Cavs have lost 5 games overall in their first 8, which I've never thought possible. Doing about as bad as the Kyrie pre-LeBron era in Cleveland. In this one, I'm going to go Wizards here, and I believe they cover the spread. The Cavaliers are still tired. They're older. They haven't gelled as much, and I think they'll be a lot more competitive when Isaiah comes back, but until then, it's still a question mark. Then we have the Rockets Hawks. Rockets favored by 9 points. I believe they cover this spread. It's a big spread at 9, but with Harden leading the way, it should be an easy cover against a porous Hawks team. We have the Suns Knicks. Knicks are favored by 3.5. The Suns are quite impressive, honestly, at 4-4. The Knicks are also impressive at 3-4, but they're more impressive for who they've beaten so far. Porzingis, can he carry the team? That I don't know. I believe the Knicks win, but I don't believe they cover the spread. This is another game I think is going to be decided by a last-second shot. And if it's decided by a last-second shot, it's obviously going to be within 3. Pelicans Mavericks. Pelicans win this one. Mavericks are terrible. Pelicans are also terrible right now, 3-5, but a couple of losses came with Anthony Davis sitting on the sideline due to an injury. I believe the Pelicans cover the spread of 4.5. I think they win by like 8 or 9. Hornets, Spurs. Spurs are favored by 4. I'm picking the Hornets in the upset here. Heat and Nuggets. Nuggets are favored by 5.5. I believe they win, but they don't cover. Raptors, Jazz. I want to pick the Raptors here. I like what the Jazz do on defense, but I believe Ibaka's a good matchup for Gobert. So I'm going to pick the Raptors here in the upset. Then you have the Nets, Lakers. I'm going to pick the Lakers here. I'm going to pick them to cover the spread of 2, but I don't know exactly how the emotions are going to affect this game. It is a home game for the Lakers, but D'Angelo Russell's coming back, so it's kind of basically a home game for him. So it'd be interesting to see. And finally, the last match, well, not the last matchup, I kind of skipped it. It's the last matchup on the ESPN doubleheader. The Celtics versus the Thunder. You have one of the best records in the East versus one of the better teams in the West. Oklahoma City's favored by 6.5 points. but they're only 4-3. It's going to be tough. You have Carmelo Anthony and Paul George. They're going to be going up against the likes of Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. Can the Celtics defense hold them together? You have Kyrie against Russell Westbrook. That should be interesting to see. I think the deciding factor here is going to be Adams v. Horford. And I believe the Thunder win this one, but I don't think they cover the 6.5-point spread. Kyrie's playing really well. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown are playing really well. I think the Celtics lose by 3 or 4. But I still pick the Thunder to win. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.